Back in It'll Make It Clear. It's your host, Rob Lowe, bringing y'all another one, another scoreboard. Playoff time is going crazy out here. We got the coach, two coaches in the building, my fault. I don't mean disrespect you, D. Nemo Washington in the building. That was good, bruh.
What's good, dog? What's up? What's up? I'm happy to be back.
Sir, yes, sir. Two sports.
Yes,
You ain't
sir.
get into it, Rob. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying? We
sir.
always appreciate y'all. It wouldn't be no show without y'all. So,
No
yeah.
doubt.
I got the double, triple down on that one. You got me. Happy Mother's Day, Mom, Dukes, and all the mothers out there. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, y'all had fun, had a good time, and all that. And we going to get into these games, man. Hey, the Pacers gave their mothers a good Mother's Day gift, man. 121-89. What y'all think about this game, bro?
Oh, shoot, man. The Pacers came out with a haymaker. It was one of them games where it it they couldn't miss, especially in that first quarter. It was like a 38-point first quarter. I mean, you could tell they was determined that hey, we ain't going down 3-1. I think my biggest problem with the whole game was and I got to double check. I believe Jaden Brunson played like 30, 35 minutes, and the game was over by the third quarter. And I'm like,
You right.
hey,
You
and
right.
this the coach perspective, and I'm sure y'all can talk to him more because y'all know the basketball game more than me. But I'm like, I'm taking him out at that point. I mean, yes, you disappointed in the loss, but there's no way Jalen Brunson at that point. I'm not look, you can't quit, but you down 30. The game is over. I mean, that's why my took on my take was Pacers came out jumping, took it threw a haymaker the Knicks weren't ready for, and then why was Jalen Brunson in the game, knowing he has an injury too, and for that long. So that's my take on it. I try to keep it short so everybody else will talk, but that's my because I do have a lot of thoughts in that shit, but that's just my opinion.
We going to get to it. What you got, D?
Beautiful take, cause that's the same way I'm going with it. He should have kept Jalen Brunson out last game. When you had OG, you knew you was gonna have OG out. Jalen Brunson was a little banged up. He came in this game first half. He tweaked his ankle a little bit, so he was already not at hundred
Yeah, that
percent.
was about the first possession when they ain't
Yeah.
called the foul on the landing.
So we already was going down. You know what I'm saying? Down the
Yeah,
stream. This is already looking bad from the jump. And I've been preaching all season. If OG not in there, checking Siakam gonna have a good game. And what he do? Have a good game on Josh Hart. I gotta give respect to Josh Hart though. Having 18 rebounds in
yeah,
game three. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's another thing we gotta talk about Tim Thibodeau, Tom Thibodeau. Josh Hart playing what 48 minutes a game. He got worn out this game. Jalen Brunson got worn out. I understand you only got 7 or 8 players, but you gotta have a better rotation than what you got. Cause we starting to see, them boys on Indiana side, if they run up and down that court. New York, they might run out of guys.
Nah, for sure. And they ran out of gas the first quarter, bruh. They Pacers up 21 first quarter. The Knicks got to give up the sticks on the 2K off that. That's crazy, bruh. They giving up wide open threes, and I'm not talking about like just open. I'm talking about like they taking deep breaths. They saying Happy Mother's Day before they shoot the jump. Like it ain't, and they getting out hustled. The pace is getting on the offensive glass. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't Knicks basketball that they play in the first quarter. So I'm saying what y'all saying, the jump going off the rails, and I see Jalen Brunson on the bench in the second quarter. Lie to y'all not. I'm thinking in the second quarter, if this jump don't get down to 18, I ain't putting them back in the game, bruh. Straight like that, just for all the reasons that y'all named, you know what I'm saying? You got another short rest, you know what I'm saying? Coming into Tuesday, I definitely feel like they should have sat him, but I got to give credit to Halliburton and then TJ McConnell too, because they was already teed up, but when TJ came in, they went up to another level. He talking to the crowd, making all the little hustle. He turned into Josh Hart for the day, damn near. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's scary going back to New York right now, man.
nah, I agree. I guess so. Look. it's funny y'all said y'all brought up Josh Hart, right? Remember, I saw it on social media. It was like breaking news that Josh Hart in Game 3 went to the bench. That's insane to me because, like you said, like Tibbs is running these boys honestly to the ground. But I mean, it's like when they win, are we saying something? Maybe not as much. But you know, if you watching basketball for you understand they playing a lot of minutes, and then it's like you said, I want right. I want to. The moment you ain't close to 18 by the second quarter, there is no way that he goes back in the game. I guess my question is like, I guess if you've been doing something that's got them there, you know what I'm saying? It's not like the Knicks just started playing like this. And then this for me, I'm my own learning purposes. Do you change up or do you stick with what got you there? I'm asking like, because I know basketball is a different sport. Like, do you like say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna change it up because Tiz probably like, I'm rocking with what I've been doing. But we all from the naked eye, like, hey, bro, like you gotta take them out. So if y'all know the answer to that one.
The answer is you gotta stick to what you was doing. Jalen Brunson is your best player. Dante, I'll be messing up on names, but DD, he averaged 29 points this series, but he only 9 for 12. I mean 3 for 12 for this game, so he was off this game. So it was like they just wasn't them this game. But like you said, that could be to them getting tired, being able to not being banged up right now. So the more they go, the more they're gonna get banged up. The more Indiana run, I can see Indiana coming back and winning this series. But that's if if OG come back and he checking Siakam, you already know where I'm leaning because OG is a major part in this whole series. But we don't have him right now, so it ain't about the what ifs.
I agree. I agree on that one.
Yeah, OG is a major factor. The Knicks need him right this second. I'm thinking like, damn, with the way y'all talk about Tibbs and the way Tibbs is type shit, is it that bad that they had to keep him out game 3 and 4, or is they being smart, like precautions, like we were saying we should have been with Jalen Brunson and just holding him out because it's a big factor for game 5. But to the question that you asked, Nemo, I feel like that's a complicated question because I feel like the best coaches know when to adjust, right? So like D said, we coming in, we up 2-0 game 3. Our attitude could be a little bit different. We not just giving the game up, never. But we got to play the joint a little bit different, knowing that it's 7 games. We just came off of 6 games. And and if you're gonna stick to it, it's a short shelf life with this jump. So at this point, he gonna have to stick to it. It's game 5, and if you lose this jump, it's a wrap. I'm gonna stick with him game 5. I feel like Jalen Brunson was a lot more efficient, especially in them fourth quarters too. Game 1 and 2, and I expect the Knicks to bounce back game 5.
I hope so because I think y'all said I think the key to this series is OG. I think OG, in my opinion. Now Jalen Brunson is the star. Don't get it twisted, but OG is that factor. You got Josh Hart is a dog. Let me say that. That's a Maryland dude, but he's a dog. Cause 18 rebounds, 15 rebounds. Now today was a little different, but OG is that dude that can play both ways. That, in my opinion, he can tip the series like you said. You said when Siakam went off, OG wasn't on him. When OG on, and it's because he probably know him too, though. You know what I mean? From the days in Toronto, OG's the key. If Tibbs is, if Tibbs is smart, I hope that OG plays game 5. If OG plays game 5, I'm confident in the Knicks, in my opinion. Like they'll take this game and they'll win the game. It's just to me, like I said, it was like a shocker to see how Indiana came out guns blazing, and then seeing. But it makes sense, though, like you said, like you got to stick to what you know at this point. Especially when you say game 5, you can't change right now. It's game 5 at this point. You got to stick with it. So
Facts. S'mores was good. D,
Uh,
you and S'mores, turn your phone to the side so we get the screen right. we gonna get some more opinion on this game that just dropped. What's good with you, bro?
Ain't too much. What's happening with y'all, family?
Man, just
What's
watching
good?
the
What's
blowout.
All right, man. Where we at?
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there.
For sure. Happy Mother's Day. So we talking about the Knicks and the Pacers game,
Yes, sir.
bro. First off, I gotta say my feelings was hurt because I was all the way with the Knicks. I'm still gonna be, you know what I'm saying. I'm hoping that we only 2-2 right now, so we still we holding on. We gonna be able to roll through. But 121 to 89, god damn. We'll see. I believe we can hold on, bro. I'm a Knicks fan right now. Living in New York for that little bit of time. While I was there, I was only there to watch them lose, so it'd be nice to be able to see them win. Fuck else we talking about?
That little bit of time. Oh, so you say you lived in New York about a year, and so you just rooting for the Knicks. That's it.
I'm sorry, bro. I don't think that they're gonna do it this year, but I really want them to, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just that's where I'm at, bro. That's where I was at, bro. That's where I stepped in and I guess I stepped in and ruined it all. I'm sorry, bro.
Nah, so do you got them getting past Indiana?
Say it one more time.
You got them getting past the Pacers?
Do I have them getting past the Pacers? I want them to get past the Pacers. It's hard to count. As a if you've been a Knicks fan for any period of time, you just kind of cross your fingers and pray to God, bro. You don't really count them getting past nobody. We got enough dog in them. You know what I'm saying? With Brunson out there on the court, I really think we niggas got a shot, but we'll see. That's where I'm at. We'll see. I don't think that they got anything in the bag.
I seen something on because you remind me. I seen something on First Take the other day. I'm listening to it. You sound like Stephen A. He getting mad at people giving hope in the Knicks. Like we trying to give hope in it. He's like, nah, I ain't hearing that. He said, I hope. Like,
hey, some Morris A. Smith is crazy.
Hey, yo, this just got wild, bro. This just got wild.
Hey D, you gotta unlock your screen so you could turn your junk to the side.
I did. It ain't turning right now.
Damn.
What's going on?
All right. But we gonna get on to this next topic. The Pacers, after game 2, they had submitted a complaint to the NBA saying that they missed a rack of calls, 78 calls in the first 2 games. So I want to know what y'all opinion on it is, from then and from now too.
The biggest coaching change in this series right here. Like I gotta go off what's his name? Rick Carlisle, something like that. But Rick, call him Rick.
Yeah, Rick Carlisle.
He was ejected the second game, because of the double dribble. He thought it was a double dribble on Harstein, but it wasn't. They took it back. He got ejected. Now they filed like 43 complaints the second game, like 30-something the first game. Play ball. Because you wasn't being physical in the regular season. Now you want to be physical in the playoffs. I get that. But as a coach, I understand that coaching change of, hollering at the league, hollering at the refs like, nah, we trying to play physical now, so y'all gonna have to give us some same calls that y'all trying to give New York. And I can understand the other way on New York side, like, nah, we've been playing this whole year. That's why we got the type of defense that we got. And that's why Indiana, they've been calling them weak all year. So I can understand it from that standpoint. It's just a good coaching strategy to make them refs, call it both ways. Going back home with game 3, they got the dub. So, they got the dub game 4. So we're going to see, 2-2.
Yeah, I want to get the opinion of the other coach on that one, man.
So so look, I'll put it like this. That was I'm on your side, but that was a strategic move by Carlisle. I've seen it firsthand up at this level where they were like, you'll say something to make sure you get your point across. So he said it, right? This is what I guarantee that happened. Before game 3, he had a cut up made of at least 30, probably not all 78. but at least 30 calls and showed it to the refs before the game. Because before the game, what people don't know is, and this I found it happen in all sports. The coaches meet with the refs. Both teams, hey, look out for this. They known for doing this. So he said, they submitted 78. Before game 3, it was about 30 of them he showed. Now let's go look back at these past 2 games, how many calls the Pacers got and how many calls the Knicks really got. In his mind, he said, hey, it's going to be worth every dime I'm about to pay for this when I make this statement going back home because I need to change. Because I'm with you. Looking at it eye to eye, the refs at first, first of all, y'all ain't never played like this all season. So I'm going to try to call it fair based off how y'all play. Now y'all want to change up. All right, so Carlisle, knows that. Smart coach who won a championship before in Dallas is like, hey, I'm going to make this complaint. Game 3, he had to cut him. I guarantee I'll put anything on it. He had to cut him because it happens. So we did the same. Hey, this look out for this. Look out for this. And we at home, look out for this. Because now you got to make it aware. It's nothing but that's just part of the game, and it happens in all.
Damn, you was making a good point.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, hey, watch out for this. Watch out for that. Hey, we may do this. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes if watch some little NBA shows or NFL shows where you hear the court coach going to the ref before the play. Sometimes, hey, I'm about to do this. Hey, just letting you know it's not that. Or hey, they about to do this. Watch that. So it was smart by him. But I'm like, hey, in my opinion, hey man, don't. What I didn't like what he said was, if you want to complain about the calls, cool. But then he said because of small markets, hey bro, I ain't hearing that. Like that for me, that's wild. I can't get with that. But I get it though.
Hey, okay.
I think it's playoff basketball, baby. It's wild to hear somebody, you know what I'm saying, do this type of thing during playoff basketball because if the refs are conspiring against you, let's go with the conspiracy theory. If the refs are conspiring against you, you think this is gonna make them stop? They're not gonna fuck with you. Now they're gonna call every little thing. Every time you get a little elbow pat, it's gonna be a fucking, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's always been a, you know what I'm saying, a plight between the coaches and the referees in the league, you feel me? So it's not nothing new. And I agree with you. There's always like a you do watch the coaches kind of tip the referee off when it's about to be kind of like a rougher play or like something that looked funny in this play. Like they try to get a little tip off onto the referee. So yeah, I completely agree with you. I think he kind of abandoned that tip off when he went out here crying to the media about the, you know what I'm saying, the whole kill. Maybe we'll see if it works out. I mean, like you said, they won the last game. The series is tied. So it didn't turn out to kill him, but it definitely seemed like, I don't know, like your coach a sucker. Like your coach is crying about this shit already, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta feel that. Like why, bro? So yeah, I don't know. Where it could have been strategy in that shit. It's just like you on the other side of that strategy is the way that you look playing that game. So it's we'll see how it turns out for them.
Did you want to respond to that real quick, D?
Just on that last point though, it's just just for the more throw it out there. It's like the little brother going against his bigger brother. He go to mom like, Mom, he keep doing this, man. He keep doing that. You gotta help me out with this. You got, you know what I'm saying? Make this more even for me. That's what Rick doing to the league right now. Hey, we gotta chip this down. I know New York on a high right now. That's one of the high market team. And I agree with you, Coach Nemo, on the small market. That's crazy. OKC, Minnesota, they getting calls. They small market teams. So you can throw that out
Denver,
the window.
Denver too, small market, but yeah, I'm with a lot of y'all points on this one for real. And for me, this is the thing. I feel like a lot of coaches be trying to do the Phil Jackson shit. Phil Jackson was kind of famous for where he would drop hints in the media type shit. Like, okay, I'm gonna drop this little. Hey, you got, like I said, he would do the shit in the game and he would take it to the media. Like, yo, can we get a little call? But he also playing with or coaching Jordan and Pippen and Kobe and Shaq. So he looking for a couple calls. Whereas like I feel like when the Pacers drew the line or crossed the line, when you go to 78 calls, bruh, it's like come on, dog. Like, did you do a cut up of how many calls they missed in your favorites? I figure you wouldn't cut that off to 78, right? And my thing is like, okay, you put that in the air. I feel as though I like Halliburton quote after the game better, where he was just like, it's on us to do better. He came out, dropped a 35 game three. They came out and did their thing game four to the point where the refs is not even an issue, you know what I'm saying, in a 40-point win type shit. And I feel like when you complain about it in the way they complained about it, it's not necessarily about what happened in your home stadium. It's now about what happened in New York. So it's not even that this story getting put to bed. It's that now it's on your mind at some point in game 5 that is these motherfuckers gonna try to cheat us if a couple calls start to go against you. So I don't like it in no form or fashion.
I think you're right. I don't mean to say, I don't mean to cut you off, but man, you 1,000% right because in Indiana, let's be real, he was gonna get some of those calls. The real question is now you go to New York, like you said, like now you don't piss the refs off. Like you said, I don't think it is conspiracy. That's why, but I get it. You like, hey, bro, you going back to New York now? How is that going to favor? And now he going if they lose, he gonna complain. But it's like, bro, you didn't help yourself out. Where, like I said, seeing the other side of it, he should have just, you know what, turned the calls in. You was better off doing that, and then the story get out and doing like. But then you actually was vocal about it. Now I don't know about a turn 78 calls. I think that was something I in my young little career. I'm like, bro, I ain't doing that, bro. If you busy focusing on that many calls, like you
good
said,
top
how
five,
you focus
bro.
on the execution?
Good top 5.
Yeah,
Like,
good
bro,
call.
like, come on, man.
Also, I want to bring up, you bring up going back to New York. I want to bring up, do the fans matter? You know, being Indiana, when, you know, you probably just got Larry Bird just looking at you. You got 50 Cent on the course. I like, that's a bullshit call, right? You might, you might catch a little feelings with that. So you might call
Fact.
something on the next one. You know, it be them stars out in New York, so it's a little different. But I want to bring up the point of people gotta
Before
be
my
aware
fault,
though.
D. My fault, D. I don't mean to cut you off. Before you get off that, I want to give some credit to the Indiana crowd because I don't know who in there, but they screaming their lungs out, bruh. They
Yeah,
was loud in that
Yeah.
jump.
they did a better job than Philly, that's for sure. Because in Philly, I thought it was a New York game. So I give you right
Facts.
on that.
Facts.
And it's not the same situation, but I'm looking at it like Scott Foster and Chris Paul, right? Everybody looking more into that situation when those two, you know, when he ref his games, you know, and he can't go against them all the time. He got to call a fair game because everybody watching, even the league. So I'm looking at that for Rick, you know, in his standpoint, it's not going to just be the bad going into New York. It's going to be the good also because everybody going to start watching the refs. Like, hold up, ref. That might have been a bullshit call. So we're gonna pay, we just gonna pay more attention to that side of things. So ain't nothing wrong with it. Tim Thibodeau just gotta be the next one to adjust.
Okay, so Morris, close it out and start it off. Who you got game 5?
Who I got game 5? I mean, I'm a stamp that I got the Knicks game 5 on the strength that that's why I want to win. What are you talking about? I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see a point of stamping nobody else. Brooklyn, stand up. You feel me? Yeah.
All that.
Shout out all my people on Mercer Street. You feel me? Yeah. I could never pick against them. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to go back. Yeah. Yeah.
Who you got, Debo?
I got the Knicks, man. They gonna turn it around. I'm going with the Knicks off the strength of they got dogs, and I don't like when I hear people complain. To be completely honest with you, so I'm wrong with the Knicks.
Yeah, I'm with the Knicks
And
too.
Nemo
I
agree
feel
with
like
me. I'm winning.
Jalen Brunson need to get off to a better start, and lead that for real, get everybody to relax. And I will leave it up to D. See if he gonna be the different one.
Yeah, I'm being the evil villain today, man. I'm going with Indiana.
Oh,
I just don't listen, man. They getting tired out there. And if OG not, coming back next game, I got Indiana because who's gonna stop Siakam? You can't put Josh Hart back on him. Can't do that.
Mm,
He was giving him
mm.
buckets. All respect to Josh Hart, but it don't come easy for Josh Hart at the format. He got to use his energy. He got, what I'm saying, be up and down the court. So it don't come easy for him there, and him being on the floor with 48 minutes every game. That get tiring. That get tiring. So I got to pick Indiana for right now.
Yeah, that's a good point too. Just to cap that off, it's different when you crashing the boards against Siakam versus crashing the boards versus a shooting guard or a small forward type shit. You know what I'm saying? But we definitely gonna see, man. We gonna see about this game tonight too. I want to know who y'all got. The Nuggets is in Minnesota versus the Timberwolves. Timberwolves 3-point favorite, which I think.
Who popping it off? I don't want to interrupt nobody.
Matter of fact, I just like want to pop it off.
Go ahead. You go ahead. I'm gonna sit back. I gotta get in
real quick, bro. Because the flip is crazy. The last two games, the difference is 53 points. The Timberwolves won by 26, game 2. Then you got the Nuggets by 27, game 3, bro. Like I said before, even though Gobert won Defensive Player of the Year, I still don't really expect him to be that tight. Like, especially versus Jokic, and they proved that to me because he came back game 3 and Cat was guarding him 99% of the time. That ain't really what I think you're supposed to do, MVP versus Defensive Player of the Year type shit. And I feel like we was going a little too far. But a lot of people, when I was starting to hear people say, oh, I ain't seen this type of defense since the 90s Bulls, we can chill on that. Like, Timberwolves is nice, but let's let them get to a certain level with something before we start getting in that category. Because I seen the Nuggets was the ones that was double teaming, causing the turnovers, shit, running up the score, had they starters in late in the fourth quarter, trying to make a statement in that game 3. So I'm going to open up the floor to y'all with that for that game 4 tonight.
Shit, I'm believe the hype. I'm with the Timberwolves. My man Edwards. Hey, I'm with the hype. I ain't gonna hold you. Hey, look, I'm a Kobe guy. What they said the other day with MJ, the Kobe, and Edwards. I got my jersey on the way. I'm rocking with the T-Wolves from now on. I believe the hype. My man, what Edwards say? Put the blame on me. Look, when you got a dog, let me put it like this. When you got a dog, right? This like the player, the coke and pet. You got a dog. Hey, bro, that's on me, man. My bad, y'all. My energy was low. Hey, bro, from where we from, like that's a dog, bro. He said he ain't looked nowhere else when they lost. Look at me. You can't ask for nothing else. And you know what? Even if they lose tonight, which I don't expect, let me be very clear. If you want to ask my pick, I'm taking the T-Wolves tonight. But if they do lose tonight, I'm riding Edwards and them, bro. He's a dog, bro. I'm believe the hype. The 90s Bull defense, I believe it. Because, like, hey, dog. Bro, he remind me, bro, I grew up in Sea Pleasant, bro. The last person I see with that type of dog mentality was Mike Beasley. And there ain't nothing against Mike Beasley.
Beasley was one of them.
But Aunt Elvis, he one of them. Like, he on that Jordan mode, one of them. With that type of mentality. Like, I remember, like, he a guy you could take down to the farms or to Watts, right? He'll be all right. When you got a guy like that in the NBA, bro, and if anybody who are watching, the Watts, the farms, it's like, what's the joint in New York called? I forgot. Rucker Park. Yeah. You got to have a type of mentality to walk in them type of buildings, type of places. And Elvis got that. And that's the only reason why I'm taking the T-Wolves. And that's in my opinion.
I wanted to be the T-Wolves. I tell you that. I really wanted to be the T-Wolves, bro. They got they right now they facing the greatest player in the league. It's kind of hard to, look away from that. If Jamal Murray wasn't battling a calf injury, I would, kind of already be looking at this as a written play. With that being said, though, he is battling a calf injury. Edwards is on a roll. The team got the spirit. You know what I'm saying? That is a thing in sports. It's not just what's on the paperwork. It really is about what's going on at the moment. Um, yee. I'm standing with the Timberwolves because I want it to be the Timberwolves, and that's the type of fan that I am. I stand with the teams where I want to win. I'm standing with the Timberwolves because that's who I want to win. But I can't count the Nuggets out. They I mean, the motherfuckers is dogs too. It's not like, you know what I'm saying? It's not like we got one team full of dogs and one team full of soft motherfuckers. It's like these
They dogs. You right. You ain't lying. No, you dog. You ain't lying. They dogs, bro.
Look,
you ain't lying. They dogs.
all right, so I'm really just sitting back and enjoying this. This is really one that we get to enjoy. Like, we already watching kind of a championship early, because whoever comes out of this, yeah, that's who I got my money on as well. Like, I really think whoever wins this series, that's who got it all. I don't see nobody slowing them down after this. Especially if they're able to take Joker's big ass out of there. If they're able to take him out of there, I'm just going. I need the jersey too. Shit. I already tried to get a WNBA jersey, and that joint came small. So I'm gonna have to. They gotta figure something out. They need to do a man cut so it don't grab up under my arm so tight. I want to support. But, you know,
hey, dog.
You know what I mean? I can't wear that in the street. But yeah. I'm standing with the Timberwolves because I want it to be the Timberwolves. I want Anthony Edwards to be everything that everybody saying that he is. Ever since I saw that, what is it, RDC World One skit where they had Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant scared of this Bama talking about, but that was ever since that I was like, man, he really got the culture behind it too. This really might be a written book. It might be a story that's just better than anything that could have been. So it looks good for the league for Anthony Edwards to win, but I mean, he's sure enough going through hell right now because they're not going down for nothing. That's gonna be a good game, good series. I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, I stand with the T-Wolves. Fuck it, let's go.
Okay. Before I get to my pick, I just want to say we starting off practice, man. I'm Chris Finch. We starting off practice. Hey, Rudy Gobert, meet me in my office, man. Meet me in my office.
Hey.
You got to bring him in.
Rudy Gobert, I gotta
Bring him
talk to
in.
you real quick. All right, man. Game 1, you gave me 13 rebounds. You gave me 6 points, but you gave me 13 rebounds. I like that from you, right? Game 2, we understand you had a little situation with the baby. Congratulations. I want to tell you that first. Congratulations on the baby, being a father. Yeah, you're doing your thing out here. But my man Nas Reed, when you left, my
My
man
fault.
Nas,
My fault. I'm laughing because I'm looking at Debo. He like,
Hey, look, I'm dying.
I
It's
here
what
we
I
go.
think, though. I can't say it because,
Here we go. So, we had Nas Reed come in, gave us a good 15 points that game too. He played good defense on Jokic too. Rob said it early. You had people throwing out 99, the 90 Bulls and all that. They was looking good out there. So you come back game 3. You only give me uh 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 6 points, 6 points and 4 rebounds. Hold on, man. I might gotta go back to that game 2 system, or you gonna be sitting out for this game. So now we walking into the training facility. You know what I'm saying? I see Ant Edwards. Hey Ant, 19. Hold, Chris. You don't gotta tell me. I'm gonna step up. I know I had 19 points. I know I averaged 25 points playing against Denver. I might drop another 43 on them. So I'm going with Minnesota, man. I just believe that Rudy Gobert. I hope Rudy Gobert have his shit right. You know what I'm saying? Being the defensive player once again over my man Vic. Um, and I know Anthony Edwards ain't gonna give you 19 points again. I know he gonna come a little stronger. Alexander and McDaniels, they was going under the picks game 3. They gonna play a little bit more aggressive, I hope, I think they took a game back. I think they took a game back just to, get their legs up under them. And I got Minnesota for game 4 being the 3-1 going back to Denver.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you that question after I get to this because that was funny as shit. Chris Finch telling Rudy Gobert, your wife called. You may as well stay at home for this game. It's crazy.
Hey,
But
yeah.
we will get into this game though. Definitely got Ant bouncing back like y'all said, 30 plus on the way type shit. I rock. He had 5 turnovers last game too. But I feel like that was part of the problem too, letting the Nuggets get out in transition and all that. Jamal Murray started off hitting a couple tough shots. We could all tell Jamal Murray was in a different bag for the game 3. Some more as you had mentioned his calf injury, and I feel like a point that helped them out a lot was the fact that game 2 and game 3 had 3 days apart. Like it was Monday to Friday. I feel like it's going to be a little bit different with the recovery going Friday to Sunday. And I'm not rooting against Jamal Murray, but I just feel like that's a factor when it comes down to how efficient and how effective he's going to be coming into this game. So yeah, I got Minnesota going up 3-1, and I got asked D, is you giving up on them Nuggets, man?
I believe the Nuggets is going when they go back to Denver, they're gonna win, make it 3-2. And that's 2 games from now. I don't know right now, man. I'm leaning towards Minnesota right now. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's 2 games away. Denver might change my mind. I might. Shit, I'm a little floppy right now. I'm a little
Catch him
floppy.
in 4 days, y'all. Catch him in
Yeah, I'm a
4
little
days.
floppy right now.
We will see. But yeah, great show though, y'all. Was anything y'all want to close it out with for this game tonight?
Jokic got to be able to put the ball in the hoop from beyond the arc. That's part of the game. He has not been able to do that this series. If he can't bring that into the series, I don't even see this being competitive. It's about to get ugly.
I'm gonna say this: D's right. If Gobert come in on some BS, if I'm Chris Finch, hey, I had that conversation. Honestly, my opinion, he got 2 minutes. At that point, your ass come out. Like, you got 2 minutes. This shit you fit with what we got going on.
Yeah.
At that point, yeah, bro. Go ahead, sit right here. We get you ready for the Thunder or the Mavericks because you're right. You just said it's more. Jokic is the key if he ain't get going. And the only way he's gonna get going is by right now is Gobert BSing.
Yeah.
And at that point, I'm putting Nas Reed in after 2 minutes. And Gobert gonna have to wait to the next series. So that's the last thing I'm gonna say about it. I'm rocking with the team. I'm hoping that Gobert change it around. If not, you got 2 minutes to prove me wrong.
Yeah.
There you go. Y'all heard it from us. Low. Peace.